that's pretty cool.
That unit can be removed. If you want to take the doors off, you can just pull them off the hinges and you can unbolt this and
the back
right
side?
from the cage.
Okay.
And you can go totally open.
So now you have totally open 4 doors. All right, so we have the ceremonial unveiling of the hood of this supercharged.
You're watching Muscle Cars with Eric, and we want you to drive it like you stole it.
All right, guys, Eric with Muscle Cars. Eric coming at you today, and I'm at Barrett-Jackson, and I've got this really cool cat named Eric as well, but Eric with a K, and I'm Eric with a C, so CK, right? Check it out, all right? And he's with Max Lighter Customs, and we have a beautiful Ford Bronco behind us, and Eric, this is off the chain cool, man. I mean, give me a little bit of background about this car here and SEMA and all that other cool stuff with it.
Yeah.
What's going on with it?
So we set out to build the baddest Bronco that's ever been built. That really was the joking point of this thing, and we met up with. That's right. Say that 5 times fast.
I know, right?
And we met up with a fabricator named Mike, owned a company called Blackbeard Broncos, and he coincidentally was building a chassis, or wanted to build a chassis for a 4-door Bronco. So we began collaborating and came up with this design. Baddest Bronco in the world. It's got to have some pretty crazy features.
It looks like it.
That's right. And it's got to have suicide doors because, you know, if you're going to put a Roush supercharger on a Coyote 5-liter with a 6R80 transmission, you know, you got to have 4 doors, and you got to have suicide doors.
Right.
It's not just about having 4; they got to be suicide.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to bring it to SEMA, and we wanted to finally crack the top 12 in their Battle of the Builders
When you say finally, have you been to SEMA before with your products?
We have. We actually had a 4-door in 2017.
Okay.
And that made the top 10 trucks and won a bunch of awards, and it was a really celebrated vehicle. People told me it was the most photographed vehicle at SEMA that year.
Really?
Yeah, so that was kind of cool. Everyone loved it, but it was very different the way we did that one. Then in 2018 we brought a 2-door. That also finished in the top 10 trucks, the Battle of the Builders.
Sweet.
So we've done that twice.
So that's some serious attention to detail you guys have.
Yeah, you know, we only build things all the way. It's got to be, our brand is kind of synonymous with Broncos and quality, and that's what we want to be known for. So we wanted to build, it's the best of the best parts at all times, and it's very innovative designs that, people haven't seen before.
Well, you've got some really cool innovative designs here. I mean, I'm looking at just the bumper and the front grille, and it's got old school Ford, but it's different. It's like got this cool presence to it.
Yeah. The most gratifying compliment we get is, I didn't realize Ford built a 4-door back in the 60s, and it passes for something that people can envision being produced by Ford. And so I've got to explain to them they didn't, and this was kind of, a little bit of imagination, a little bit of execution.
Okay, so a little bit of imagination, execution. So you had to lengthen the frame, right?
Right.
So it's got, obviously you said you're talking about another builder about a custom frame.
Yep.
And hey, so you have to lengthen the frame on it and whatnot. How long is the frame? How long is this vehicle? And then how long is a standard Bronco?
So a standard 2-door Bronco is about a little over 12 feet long.
Okay.
We lengthened this one about 30 inches.
Okay.
And so to make room for that extra door.
Right.
And so, I don't know, you do the math?
Right.
Can you do math?
Can.
Because I got a lot of good things going on in my mind. I'm not, so
I can do
that
math.
You guys will have to figure out.
Math isn't my favorite
30
subject.
inches is about 2.5 feet. Is that right?
Thereabouts?
Something like
Last
that.
time I checked, yeah.
So
I was going to ballpark to 15 feet, give or take.
Give or take. Plus, you've
spare
got
tire. Don't forget spare tire.
Spare tire, obviously on the back. Big heavy-duty bumpers that protrude out a little bit, create some space, and so you've got.
That's okay.
I'm playing jump rope with the mic cord. Don't mind me.
We're not minding you. Yeah. There you go. All right. So now, standard badging, sort of. I mean, is that standard badging right there?
Yeah, that's the Bronco Sport badge that's very popular. People love the little pop of red, little accent color.
Yep.
Stainless steel hinges.
Yeah, I see that. Now you have some cool, fenders and whatnot, and they're like really precision made stuff. Now, you guys fabricated this all yourself, or had it fabricated?
Yeah, we did it. It was kind of a collaborative effort with Mike at Blackbeard, and it was, you know, we've been building Broncos a really long time. My uncle bought the very first Bronco ever sold at our local dealership back in 1966.
And where's this?
Donovan, Illinois, population 350 people. So we always call it the armpit of Illinois.
Wow.
And so they've always been in our family. We've had a lot of fun with them. We've had tons of Broncos over the years. And so we were building two-door Broncos, and we wanted to do one, a four-door, and met up with Mike, and we started collaborating and coming up with some really innovative designs.
So was this Bronco like available for sale someplace? Did you happen to find it? Was it a barn find, garage find? I mean,
this is a
Craigslist
hybrid.
find?
This was about 3 different Broncos and a whole lot of extra metal. You know, so
would this be like a Sybil split personality kind of a thing, or just 3 different?
Let's just say that she's got a lot going on.
I'll bet she does. Well, look at this. You know, suicide doors on a Bronco.
Yep.
All right, so, I mean, you don't ever see that. And you said you did it because of the supercharger and a lot of horsepower and big Coyote engine. And so, you know, let's do the ceremonial opening of the doors.
That's right. That's right. We feel like this is what earned, punched our ticket to the top 12 Battle of the Builders at SEMA that year. So, drum roll, please. Joy to the world.
There we go. Wow. Look at this. This is really cool. And look at this right here. I mean, obviously, it all has to be custom made and whatnot, because you have 2 strikers right there. And
that's a floating modular, basically A and B pillar. So
okay. That's pretty cool.
That unit can be removed. If you want to take the doors off, you can just pull them off the hinges, and you can unbolt this and
the back
right
side?
from the cage.
Okay.
And you can go totally open.
So now you have totally open 4 doors. And the nice thing about this is that you have extra seating. You have 2, 4, 6 passenger seating in this freaking 4-door suicide door Bronco.
Yeah, we've had 8 people, 8 adult human beings in this Bronco.
No kidding.
It's pretty spectacular.
That's pretty cool. Now look at this leather, and I mean, my word, it's like seriously cool stuff. Attention to detail here. The door panels, serious attention to detail. I mean, all this was a collaborative effort to create cool stuff. So tell me about the seats and the leather and whatnot.
Yep. So very high-end, custom distressed leather interior. This is a Max Lighter design. It's a pleated design, so it's a throwback to the original seats that you found in the Broncos back in the day, but a lot more functional. You know, they're a lot more comfortable. They adjust, they travel, and you've got 2 bench seats in the back that are fold and tumble style. So depending on where you want to be in the vehicle, there's a lot of flexibility to get you where you want to go.
Now, does the furthest rear seat here, this one right here?
Yep.
Does that remove if you want it at your cargo space?
Yeah, you can.
It's not really designed for that.
Well, I mean, have it your way, right?
It's more designed as a cruiser?
You can remove the back seat. Everything is bolted in. So if you wanted to do that, that's no problem too.
Now, let's work our way around the other side, because I want to talk to you about the instruments and over there and whatnot. Because I saw them initially, and well, let's make our way over there. But let's go ahead. Ceremonial closing of the door. Yep. So I gather there's an A-B door sequence.
There is. You gotta, because of the way we designed it, you really gotta close rear door first, front door second.
And wait, what was that?
That was not an animal. That was actually a powered running board that we customized.
Oh, no kidding.
From I believe in modern F-250.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I mean.
And it's a long running board too, isn't it?
It's a long one. This thing just stays dead straight, and it plants, and it just lives. It's incredibly impressive.
Wow, bet that's cool.
Yeah.
Boy, it's too bad we can't take this thing for a spin, but obviously it's going to be on the market. It's going across the block Friday evening, Friday afternoon.
This is a special timed lot on Friday. One of 2 vehicles that have special timed lots throughout the show. So we're very appreciative. Barrett-Jackson's taking great care of us. And they really want to feature the vehicle on Friday afternoon.
Right.
3:45 Arizona time. What's that, mountain time, I think? Mountains?
Yeah.
Yeah, mountain time. 3:45, it's going to cross the block.
Really?
No reserve. And I'm going to be the green guy standing next to it, getting ready to vomit.
Yeah, because you want to get something out of it.
Because, you
I
know.
got a question for you. What, you've been in this business for a long time, all right? What do you think this vehicle with this heritage and this quality and these types of awards at SEMA will fetch? Just ballpark guess.
You know, I really don't know, because it's one of a kind. There's not another one in
existence. It's got to be a
existence.
collector that wants to buy this vehicle.
Right. So it's kind of like, and it's one of our, you know, flagship builds. Very decorated. I'll tell you this: it has $200,000 in parts and about 5,000 man hours, and that doesn't account for all of the R&D that was done to create some of the areas of the vehicle.
Oh my word!
So it was, you know, a significant build.
Wow.
Which is how you're able to execute something like this.
Well,
you can't just throw this together.
No, like
lots
you said,
of planning, lots
forethought.
of
We talked about that, yeah. All right, so we have the ceremonial unveiling of the hood of this supercharged Max Slider Brothers Customs, the Clydesdale. Well, now that's pretty crazy cool. Now, so tell me about this engine. Look at this engine, holy crap. Look at how clean this is.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, I'm clean from a non-hose standpoint. I'm just clean because it's, you know, going off rock, so it's clean and polished. But I'm talking about, like, not a lot of extra crap. What? That is serious reinforced something there. What is that?
Yep, that's you know, that's the brakes, right? So that's Hydro Boost brakes on this unit. That's the mounting surface. We really had to redesign how the engine bay lays out, because we wanted to put a supercharger on it, and that just doesn't, you don't just bolt that on and shut the hood and it works.
Right.
So
what
we had to
do here?
redesign the whole engine bay. But what's really interesting is that we came up with the idea of making it modular. Because if you ever want to work on this vehicle, the Coyote engine sitting inside of this basket is very tight, especially in a stock application where, you know, the old school Broncos, the front clip was all welded into place, so you couldn't move it. So it was what it was. We had to relocate the braking mechanism so that we could create width for that wide Coyote engine and height for the supercharger to sit on top. So,
now, what kind of supercharger is this again?
So our friends at Roush
were
a sponsor of the build, and they were gracious enough to partner with us on this on the Bronco build for SEMA, and they had us put one of their superchargers on the car.
That's pretty cool. Well, I want to swing over here, man. Look at it. Even the battery is all dressed up. Is that an Interstate battery, or is that a what's that battery?
So that's a red top.
Okay. That's cool.
Yep. And
look at that.
With a custom basket.
Let me slide over here, okay?
So the front clip was designed to, as I mentioned, bolt together. And when we redesigned it, we wanted to create some additional depth for the engine, and specifically the cooling system. There's a lot going on between the firewall and the core support. So you'll notice that the core
How many
support,
core radiator is this?
No, I'm not even sure. That's above my pay grade. It's
probably
a big one. The
probably
biggest,
3 or 4 core, I'm guessing.
The biggest radiator we can, let's see, does Ron Davis say on that? No, they don't, unfortunately. But if you want to call Ron, there he is.
I'm gonna have lunch with him tomorrow.
There you go. But we countersunk the radiator. The radiator in this core support. So you'll see it has an additional about 1.5 inches worth of depth. So in essence, we moved the cooling system forward.
So you can get the engine in there without any issues, because you have to have obviously enough space between the radiator and the engine so the fan actually works. Is this dual electric fans?
Well, that's a good question.
Okay, no worries.
We've done so many different applications on different Broncos. Part of it was based on how much space we had relative to this exact, front clip and the engine. So
it's okay.
There's a fan in
don't
there.
get stuck in there, buddy.
There's a fan in there.
Don't get stuck. So Eric, you gotta say thanks, man. You rock. I've enjoyed this conversation with you. You're a really cool cat. Very, very nice meeting you. And I'm sure, because I'm around and you're around, we're gonna see each other around.
We're gonna see, yeah.
Good luck
you know
Friday.
What? I can promise you one thing. Each day we get closer to the auction, I'm gonna look a little more strung out. So just know that if you need to throw me a hand towel or a bottle of water, please. Or if you guys see me at the auction, you know, first say a prayer for us.
Yeah.
Second, if I'm lost, maybe point out where I should go, because it's about as nerve-wracking as you can get.
I bet.
No reserve, the biggest, baddest build we've ever done, and did I really sign up for this?
I know, right? It's crazy, isn't it? I know, it's crazy, yeah. All right, well. Hey guys, thanks for watching the last video. I hand selected a couple videos for you to watch right now. Click here.